This video could quite possibly be one of the most confusing and best videos of this channel so far. Believe it or not, this started out as a survival world, but now it's turned into something way bigger than that. And I'm going to be narrating throughout the rest of this video just to make sure that none of us get lost and confused, because this content is so confusing so fast, and I'm just going to help you guys out and explain what happened instead of trying to let you decipher it all and just end up not getting any of it at all. In a very brief amount of time, Liam was elected as the Create Builder, so he would make the house, and we, as the rest of the people, were the Gatherers. So we ran around the world and gathered as much resources as we could. Also, I should explain to you guys that actually the whole reason we were redoing our whole world was because we may have accidentally gotten a virus before, and it deleted all the rest of our previous progress. So now we're starting fresh, boys, and we're already back at it again with one level already. As we were going through, I met up with our Aussie friend, and we went down into the ravine and started gathering as much resources as we could and got ourselves some iron armor. During this time, Caleb didn't have a mic, so he was quiet the entire time, straight mining and gathering cobblestone for the base. Meanwhile, on the surface, Liam was on top building the house with all the wood and resources that he could gather by himself and making it real pretty-like. We weren't too focused on what Aiden was doing, but we knew it had something to do with the house at least, but we weren't sure at the moment. We kept on continuing to gather resources down in the ravine and eventually make our way back up after gathering a few more things and getting ourselves more armor. We did get lucky and found a mine shaft, so we raided that for a little bit, and after a while we finally did head back up to the surface. It took forever and it's taking a while, but we did, trust me, I swear. After escaping the dark mine shaft, we finally started to make our way over to the boys and got to see the house for the first time. As small as it was home, and it was really cool, and we appreciated Liam's work and we loved it. Remember when we said we didn't know where Aiden was? Well, turns out he got himself stuck in the sand temple, so we had to go over and rescue him from that really quick after trying to figure out where the heck he was out in the middle of nowhere. Finally, we tracked him down and were able to rescue him from the bottom of that temple. And then right after, we decided to get on out of there and head way back to the base, where we would help Liam with the rest of his creation. The funny thing was, tensions were actually building between our Aussie friend and us Americans, so we decided to bury the hatchet then and there to settle any disputes that could happen in the future. I thought to myself, surely there could be no reason now for war now between our survival world. We'll actually be able to get along this time and nothing will go wrong. Boy, was I mistaken. You see, we had agreed beforehand that we would all live in one big house, so we would actually do a group survival project, and Aiden had strayed from that idea and had tried to build his own house.
Alright, now stand by this doorway.
If it comes on the site, I take it back.
We're family. What? No!
Ohana means communism.
Don't worry, even though that seemed harsh, we let him take all his stuff out before, and we moved him into the new house, so there was no damage done except to the house. After forcing Aiden into the house, we then moved over to our farm to work on it for a while, and to also create a wonderful pig temple. And basically that's what we did for the next about half hour to an hour, is just farming and increasing the house. And I'll cut ahead to show you guys what it looked like after Liam had finished building into the house. But before we do that, you guys need to check out this pig temple. I mean, you guys need this in your survival world. I want to start seeing pig temples everywhere. Like, this is how you farm in the year 2020 with pigs. Placing down bone meal and a few more other things around the farm, we then finished, and we finally got to take a look at Liam's new creation to the house. And then Aiden got a dog named Fluffy. That's very important. Don't forget that. And without further ado, please enjoy this next minute of me digging down to the mine shafts to try to get down to the bottom of the earth to find some diamonds. And then finally the boys came and rescued me. We decided to go to the front of the house to finally take a thumbnail picture for the video. Right after they had saved me, I realized that the strip mine, it was actually connected to the house. So now there was like a secret tunnel to the house too, which was cool. And finally, after rounding up all the boys, I finally got to see Caleb for the first time this whole video. And wow, he decked himself out with all the good kind of gear. Diamond sword, diamond pickaxe, he was set. We didn't realize that he was strip mining this entire time, and he's loaded now, so.
Why are you on the carpet with a drink?
The second day of the Minecraft series wasn't actually that eventful. All we really did was that we expanded the spiral down to the shaft, and we literally just dug into a ravine, and we made it all pretty so we could get more resources if we need to. And that was basically all we did for the second episode. It was short, it was sweet, found a few diamonds, but that was basically it. So nothing really happened the second episode. But the third episode... Oh, you best believe you saw that right. We got ourselves a face cam, so now you can see my reactions. I wasn't originally gonna put this into the video, but there's one important part in this that will come on later for the video. You'll basically just see me trying to introduce you guys to the world again. This was actually gonna be our first video until something like drastic happened, and it happens here at the start. This is where it all starts and begins, so I guess you could title this. After the intro, we go back to our main chat and we ask the boys what our plans are for the day. Liam says he wants to expand our house some more, and he wants some more gravel and other various items. So we go out and we start gathering them. Do you think Aiden would be mad if we got rid of this dog? Remember how I told you to remember that dog? Do you remember that? Okay, well here he is. Here's Fluffy again. Pay close attention to everybody's reaction.
Take him.
Yeah?
Kill him.
I would hate
It would save me a lifetime of competition. Destroy the giant.
I would hate to do this.
Oh god.
This is for the good of the house. I'm sorry, doggo. I'm not even gonna look when I do it.
I'll do it.
It's gone. The deed is done. Liam, what is your plan?
Crap, Liam.
Tell me your plan one more time.
Okay, so here's the plan to greatly restructure our environment, quote unquote. By this, I mean blowing up the surrounding area of this house. This house where we're living, get rid of it, blow it up.
Well, I like this house.
Silence? Okay, well then we have to move somewhere else to build a new house.
Why are we building a new house?
What?
Because our house is way too small.
I thought we liked this house.
This is the
No, I hate
The
this
starter house. Okay.
Yes.
Fine. We'll move away. This makes me sad.
Why? It's a flippin' house.
There's this memory behind this house. Okay, I'm fine with moving and blowing. I'm fine with moving. Now after about 45 minutes of gathering all our resources and giving them each to individual person to go and move out, we decided finally it was time to leave our beloved little hut behind and set out into the wild unknown in our little piggy. Now while we were packing, we reached the agreement the house was sentimental and we wouldn't blow it up. So they told me.
Let's go. I'm your faithful servant.
Yes, sir.
And your grandchild, I guess.
Oh!
Oh!
Caleb!
Rip. Rip.
Caleb!
Yeah? Cool
Caleb!
Aussie. Yeah? Cool Aussie.
Caleb!
Yeah?
Nothing to see here, gentlemen. Keep moving.
Caleb, did you just blow up my sentimental house?
Well, what do you mean?
We should go back
What are you talking
and
about?
check.
What are you talking about, right?
I'm so sad. We can stay here while Liam
Yeah, I
and
didn't
all of them blow up the more houses.
Come
and
here,
stuff.
brother. Come here.
Hey,
I want to get you.
Ozzy was
Get you.
on. Ozzy was in on it.
Come on, Ozzy.
I was in on what? What was I in on?
The blowing up of the house.
I was not.
How could you?
I said blow up the farm. I said
Ozzy's
blow
a
up the
real
farm.
one. When did you guys have this discussion? I was here the entire time.
While you were doing intro.
This is why I told you guys to remember the intro. My own allies, the people doing the video with me, talked behind my back and backstabbed me and blew up my house. Oh, it still hurts to think about now. It was our house. It was sentimental. Now it's gone. Oh. Now even with this going on, we all decided we still push forward and we make the new houses and all that stuff. I found the village and I was going to go check it out, and Ozzy and Liam stayed behind to talk and try to gather more food before they died.
Oh, so he went to drown himself and I broke his bed that he spawned in to see if he would do it again, and instead he came back up and then he got himself killed anyways.
I hit an Enderman thinking I was gonna respawn, then I saw the broken bed, I was like, no!
So basically we lasted...
We could have lasted
I won't
longer,
go
but
in.
We
we're
lasted
moping
an
about
hour.
the desert. This island has the
Yeah, that's
potential
good, too.
to be like a world hub in the sense.
Well, there's Ryan.
Hey, this is where you guys decided to live?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you shooting me right now, bro?
You need a grand vision, dear boy. Grand vision.
My grand vision was crushed when you blew up the house! Okay, but for real, Liam could transform this into anything he wanted, and I knew he could. He's a really great builder and he has some talent in that. But for me, I always like big places with lots of resource, not tiny islands, personally. So you want to build the house away from the desert, and yet all around you is desert?
Sandbars combined with flatlands, so you can sail to any island from here, but it's not desert itself. I
So
don't care about
you-
surroundings.
You
It's a
blew
big
up
desert.
our house
I
for
did,
this?
Caleb did. And this is not a complete house yet. It's not even the foundation because you have no vision, dear boy.
See how it is? Yes. I'm gonna build a house, a similar house, right over on that edge of the woods over there.
What?
Don't blow it up on accident, okay?
I might. And it wasn't on accident, that was on purpose.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was very much on purpose.
So now you basically have all the backstory you need to now be caught up and understand what is going on in our survival world. The only parts of information that you're missing out is actually when we were chatting on the Discord right after about it happened. And well, let's just say, they totally blamed the dog killing on me, guys. Thrown under the bus. Caleb, aka also known as Mr. Secretary, also kind of got involved and got very passionate about his messages, so... Now you understand that this is basically Britain versus America. Two different sides of the ocean. Two different reasons for battle. This could turn into war. Who else is excited? This survival world just got a little bit interesting. Alright. So this is their place. They wanted their own little island. definitely wanted to renovate it, so that's good for them. I just didn't like it because of the resource and how tiny it was. So I went over to the opposite island, but we're still very close. I don't even know where the front door is. That's a front door. Alright, so it looks like Liam is following his castle design from before in the other survival world, if you guys remember that. They got the trident, nice. Looks like they got more diamonds. Yep, and there's their concrete, looking good. But it looks like this is all they have for now. Liam's definitely the builder, so he knows what he's doing. But alright, that's good. They have a very well set base and everything. And although this isn't the entire speed-built version of the house building, if I did do that, you guys would be sitting here for like a good 15 minutes, even with like the speed going at times 100. And I couldn't even keep it at times 100 because my computer couldn't even keep up, so I can't imagine some of you with your computers. Like, I actually have an okay computer, but even anyway, this is what the base looks like. We have a little enchantment room, and we have the main room so far to start out, and that's our base. But check it out, this is the inside. Here we go. I'll put another bed right there. Yeah, I'll make it look so nice. This is what we got. Great starter world, off to a great start. Can't wait to see what's going to happen next. I will see you guys next time. Until then, see you later.